Magda's Coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
There will always be those who will follow evil. Who do they now worship?
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
This fragment holds an ancient and fearsome power.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
This is the weapon of a master warrior.
If that is what I am, then my strength has gone with my memory.
Patience. Time may return one or both to you. Magda's words betrayed her. The next piece of the sword rests where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the Festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
My grandfather used to tell me stories of ancient heroes who performed impossible feats. You remind me of those heroes. Of course, he also told me I looked like a quill fiend. He was a strange man.
I do not know much of your order. Were you born a Templar?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the order harvest and purify the weeds.
You say you are a weed. I think that even weeds have their purpose under the sun and moon.
No. They strangle, they corrupt, and the crop fails. I was lucky to be taken when I was.
With the dead squared away and Cain back in town, I hope things won't be so bad around here.
What was once one shall become four, though the three shall become one.
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain. It's odd. He doesn't look that old.
It doesn't feel right being in Uncle Deckard's room when he's not here.
I don't know what would have happened to this town without
that Templar you brought to town may seem grim to most.
This is my room. What? You're not really thinking of reading my journal, are you? Uncle Deckard believes the key to unlocking the stranger's memory is reassembling his sword. I wish I could say this was another of Uncle's crazy theories, but I can't deny that these ominous events are starting to really scare me.
I heard the goatmen have come to...
I've decided to write an epic poem on the death of the Skeleton King. I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love. Did you see that stranger next to old Cain? I was listening to him talk. I bet he comes from Westmarch.
Oh, really? So people from there usually travel by falling star? Use your head. If he's from Westmarch, I'm Empress of Chaldeum.
The foul witch waits for you to unseal the temple of the ancients, that she may strike. Her master would sacrifice anything to control the destiny of the stranger. I would tell you to be careful, but you wouldn't listen, would you?
The attacks may be slowing down, but this town is done, and you know it. If we leave together, we might make it to Wortham.
What we'll make is sport for the Khazra. I'll stay here behind the gates, thank you.
I don't like what's going on around here. Too many new faces. The dead rising from their graves were no picnic, but at least they kept the strangers away.
Say
Such a strange place this world is. You never know what you might find over the next rise, or what the next day might bring. A man who fell from the sky, a king who cannot die. I can tell I will have no dull days traveling with you.
Don't worry about me. You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is I have no control over mine.
That sounds troubling.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. Something rises up from deep within me and, well, I can't really explain it.
That was invigorating.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself.
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
He's deserted you. Just give it over.
I'll never tell you.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you. You won't get away from us this time!
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to come with me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way! Wait! The relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Please tell me that you're not considering this criminal's proposal.
Ah, there you are.
And your betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon. Let us seek our fortunes together. That will do very well. Always liked that one. Ooh, this will be fun.
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
Was it different then?
Yes, it's not like it was.
Where do you come from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
And your trade?
I am between jobs at the moment.
That is not an honest answer.
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet.
Aren't adventurers supposed to, I don't know, do some adventuring? What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging. You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass. Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The Warrior's Rest and the Crypt of the Ancients. Within them reside the keys to our sacred temple.
After you. I don't care for these woods. Must we slog through them?
Are these Alaric's people?
No. They are lost in madness.
Ghouls are strong. Ghouls are stronger than most risen dead, but they gain their fortitude through horrific means, feasting upon human corpses. These creatures are least dangerous while eating, but do not disturb them, or it shall be your limbs between their teeth.
Repel them, Uncle Deckard called these flying creatures death with wings.
A hard fight. Time to loot.
I've spent years exploring places like this with Uncle Deckard. This brings back memories.
There are so many places that we could explore together, Leah.
That's not exploration. It's a rescue mission. When this is over, I could open my own little inn somewhere. That would fit you. Well, if you ever want a job, I will consider your credentials.
You do me a great honor. My curse upon you! Tell me about this inn you want to open.
The world is so dangerous. Everybody needs a quiet, safe place to rest and recover. A way station on their journeys.
You wish to ease the burdens of strangers.
There are so many burdens in life. We all need help sometimes. This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard.
Such a relief that you're all grown up now.
At least one of us is.
A good shot!
Need more time. Not ready yet.
You die!
We were so sure we could beat whatever traps the ancients had laid for tomb robbers. But the dead bodies of my friends testify to the folly of our arrogance. I will be dead soon as well. Our greed was our downfall.
I miss Chaldeum.
Why?
It's such an open and beautiful city. It thrives on trade and new ideas. There was always something new and exciting to hear or see.
I can have that when you're done with it, right?
Your evil undoes you.
This looks dangerous. You remove that artifact, then hand it to me for safekeeping.
Temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter.
Look at this architecture. This predates the Sin.
Needs more time.
None may enter the inner sanctum.
Rise, my brothers! Rise and do battle!
My spirit grows vast.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place. The World Stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die. Magda. And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate with the world. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
What did she mean, my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
Her words are lies and madness. Do not listen.
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
I am returning to town.
The World Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power. It was used not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells. So the World Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today. But now that it has been destroyed, it is conceivable that the powers of the Nephilim will reappear. Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone when Baal, the Lord of Destruction, corrupted it in his attempt to control all of mankind.
The spirits speak of the land splitting apart.
It obliterated Mount Ariat, the mountain that housed it, leaving only a smoking crater in its place. And nothing has been heard from Tyrael since.
I heard that you took Leah on your searches for ancient artifacts and tomes. Wasn't that dangerous?
Not as dangerous as you might think. There was a calm about the world then. Most people paid no mind to an old man and young girl, weaponless and penniless, crossing their lands.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us. The Drowned Temple was once known as the Sarsium Emporis. It was the most sacred of their temples, a site where legend claims angels would come to impart their wisdom to the Nephilim.
Magda found us in the Drowned Temple. Even now, she seeks the third piece.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be Wortham.
Ah, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take you there.
Who is this Coven to you?
I cannot say, but there is something about them, a darkness, that is known to me.
I sense this darkness as well.
The Coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
You will need your sword to do so. I will find it, my friend.
Weep, Tristram. I tell you, weep. Justice must be broken so that wisdom can be reborn.
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain. It's odd.
You spoke of your father before. I would like to hear of him.
My father was a diplomat. We had a manor in Chaldeum with servants, terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the trouble started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it would blow over, though.
Did it?
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
The spirits say that you hang a mantle of shame on your shoulders. What crimes haunt you?
I cannot tell you.
You are a good man, the spirits say. Unburden your heart, my friend.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
It is strange that you waste your time in pursuit of women.
Waste? Time is scarcely better spent.
But you stay with none of them.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
I see. You bother women to ease the sting.
Well, no. Sometimes they should bother me.
Did you know that Leah has traveled a better part of this world? She's even been to Chaldeum. But I bet you've seen things that would shock even her.
So this is how it ends? They dragged my...
Your fear.
That Templar you brought to town.
I don't know what would have happened to this town.
When we retrieved the stranger's second sword piece, Magda found us. She's always on our heels. Who is she? She claims to know my mother, but how could that be? Regardless, we must beat her to Wortham in the final piece of the sword.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love. Oh, there she goes again. Were I not a happily married man, I'd let her take me on an adventure.
I'm sure she's aching to haul an old Cooper with a bald spot around. Be my guest.
Vile things transpire even as we speak. I see a town in flames, and an old friend paying the ultimate price to reveal the truth.
Your riddles sound familiar to my ear.
Oh, do you have the sight as well?
No, never mind.
I was thinking...
Don't hurt yourself.
I was thinking that we should try to recruit more soldiers. What happens if we get attacked again?
We just spent a week fighting off hundreds of walking corpses outside our impenetrable gates. We're the hardest bastards within 100 miles. Who's going to attack us?
Don't tell anyone, but I've got some new items you really should see.
I don't like what's going on around here. Too many new faces.
I can see the fires even from here. Wortham burns. It is only the truly evil who force the innocents to suffer for a battle they have no part in.
I need to go across the water to Wortham.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
They're destroying the town! Get out while you can! Death to those...
This town swarms with Magda's dark children. She is near.
With all my might!
One of the men retrieved a strange artifact in his nets. It looked like a hilt of an ancient blade, but I know it must be more. The fisherman argued with me, but I convinced him to leave it in the safety of the chapel, a holy place for a holy relic.
Please! My family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
He's made his choice.
Fools! You cannot keep the sword from me!
This is bad.
My servants will burn this town to ashes!
The bestial.
I hear something coming.
Show off those fancy attacks you like so much.
Not ready yet.
The bestial hellions are demons that can be summoned from the burning hells with the aid of foul sorcery. They are given to chasing down their foes and attacking them with savage fangs. This usually allows some spare time for their masters to craft their dark spell work and finish off the victim.
I seek a sword hilt fallen from the sky. It glows with powerful magic.
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
Something isn't right here.
It is not here.
While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your heraldric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
Oh, this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard!
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
Do not blame yourself. Magda is the one who must pay for Cain's death.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
It does not matter at this moment who he truly is. I will find him and bring him his sword.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the Highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
I will survive her traps. The spirits tell me so. Tell me more of your order. Why do they steal your past?
Our initiation blinds us to our sinful pasts, so that we might clearly see the future and prepare for the final battle.
By what magic does your order strip a man of his memory?
I was chained to a wall and beaten. By the third day, I was mad from pain and hunger. That is when the whipping began. I was told I relived all of my transgressions, everything that brought me tainted joy. The whip took away that joy, then the sin, leaving me pure.
In the Teganze, corrupt priests sacrificed men for their personal gain. Even they did not expect the men to be grateful.
Don't you understand? The Templar Order is trying to protect humanity from extinction. What is my pain against that goal?
You are a skilled fighter.
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
Where is he now?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
This damned power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but it never really helped. He never gave up on me, though. He was a great man.
What in the burning hells is happening around here? First the dead, and now dark cultists?
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought to glory in righteousness.
Deckard Cain was not a young man. I still say he died too soon. Decades of knowledge destroyed without a thought by superstitious fools.
This is not a time for mourning. This is a time to dry our tears and draw our weapons. There can be no pity for the pitiless, save redemption for those that seek it.
Nice choice.
I fear this town will be lost without Deckard Cain's wisdom to guide us.
I can't believe Deckard Cain is dead. What will Leah do now?
You know what I'll miss about old Cain? How he'd sit at that table over there, listening to us prattle on and just smile to himself, like he knew the true tale of things.
I remember. This old place won't be the same without him.
Angels! That's rich. There ain't no angels.
Uncle Deckard is gone forever. I remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest. What will I do without him? He believed the stranger was an angel. But he is only a man. I always knew they were just stories. Uncle Deckard died for those stories.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love. Poor Leah. She's done so much for us, and she's lost her entire family.
She's strong. She will move on, husband, just like we had to.
Cain was a good man who saw beyond what his eyes showed him. This world is made poorer by his loss.
Magda and her coven will pay dearly for Cain's death.
I am not usually one for vengeance, but in this instance, I hope you make her suffer.
Sir. Don't say it. You were right, Aaron. If we had recruited more soldiers, Cain might still be alive.
I wasn't gonna say that. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know you like the old man.
The cultists can take any of us, anytime they want. I've seen it happen.
It's a cruel world that would take Deckard Cain away from us. His was never an easy life, and he gave much for us all.
I will not rest until Magda and her coven have paid for Cain's death.
We all pay. Just look at the face of Leah, the poor girl. What price could the Coven pay that could be greater than that? Huh?
I need to go across.
I will take you.
The caves must be up here somewhere.
You should talk to Leah now. I'm not good at that sort of thing.
I strike at your heart.
Spiderlings alone may seem unthreatening, but their presence should be a warning for travelers. For wherever there are spiderlings, there will be matriarchs, and the fully grown arachnids are extremely protective of their young. The spiderlings themselves possess strong appetites, allowing them to do considerable harm to a cornered adventurer. The ubiquitous spider is one of the oldest and most adaptable creatures in the world. It also seems to have acquired an unfortunate susceptibility to magic. When exposed, the arachnids will increase dramatically in size and even cast spells. Due to this hazard, I recommend staying out of dark places whenever possible.
My queen sings to me. Her music echoes from beyond.
Yes. Are we certain we want to go through these caves? Something is not right here.
My curse upon you! You die! I grow in power.
I used to be one of them, ordinary, untouched, until her voice came to me. Then I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created her. I have been chosen.
Chancellor Eamon, it is of the utmost importance that we secure my manor from the traitorous rabble in Tristram. The caves to the east are too close to my land. They must be blocked, completely obstructed. I believe the Archbishop Lazarus has magically bound some arachnids of late. They may serve us well.
A good shot! Fine work!
My mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
This land is not kind to madmen. Your evil undoes you.
Sometimes I get the feeling you don't exactly know where you're going.
with all my might!
Royal Guard, with great pain, I must admit that our king is no longer able to separate reason from madness. He orders the caverns to be filled with the Archbishop's monstrous creations, and will hear nothing else. Perhaps the legendary ancients themselves once dwelled there, but now we must desecrate their ruins.
Well, it appears we're not alone in here.
Please, help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims. Oh, no. No, it's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider Queen?
Holds that Archbishop Lazarus loosed a silent terror in the caves near Leoric's manor before he died. He labored for weeks over a group of unusually large spiders, and many of his servants quietly disappeared during this time. The largest creature led the others into the caves. None who have ventured there have returned.
Do you miss the girl who loves you?
Who?
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place? It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven?
I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the staff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the staff in my cart in the Highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
Why do I get the feeling that there are more cultists here?
The wither moth is a curious phenomenon. It is tremendously large for an insect, and somehow its size allows it to expel a charging force when attacked. For this reason, few have survived to study it in great detail, including many notable academics. In fact, please do not inquire further upon this subject. Long ago, 5 clans of the Umbaru tribe left the Teganze and ventured north. After their transformation into Khazra, only a few elders were still able to use magic, and they passed it down to their cleverest children. These are the Khazra shaman, and they rank among the most dangerous of their race.
The local Causal tribes have become a serious threat. They attack caravans and are moving into areas where they haven't been seen before. We need you to take care of this problem for us. We'll pay 25 gold pieces for every Khazra head you bring back.
Though New Tristram and the fields surrounding it have been resettled over the years, the Highlands remain empty save for the crumbling ruins of Leoric's old outposts. The king built more than one watchtower in his paranoia, but now they cannot even ward away goatmen and wild beasts. A tragedy, really.
Needs more time.
More gold for me!
Hassan gathered the most devout, driven, and martial Zakarum adherents. He taught them to channel the power of light, in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being trained. But these recruits, these crusaders, were given insight into the primal powers of Zakarum in a way no paladin ever was.
The only thing that smells worse than a goatman
Is it dead, Goatman?
Long I have labored to master the dark arts. Now I finally reap the rewards. For Magda has acknowledged me. She promised me a special task that will bring endless glory to the Great One. I can hardly rest until she reveals it on the morrow. All of my labors were for a bunch of rotten, stinking
Overburdened.
Magda claims that they will become our most valuable allies, and that the task is one that she can entrust to no one but me. But I know my place. I am most bruisingly humbled.
I need to go back.
Our staff is ours,
Crusaders had learned all they could, Akan sent them out into the world, seeking a way to cleanse the corruption that coiled at the heart of the Zakarum faith. There was no clear goal for them to pursue, and some clerics claimed it was a fool's errand, that they could never succeed. But these Crusaders would not be deterred. Crusaders swore an oath to dedicate their lives to the search. None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search ennobled them, that the discipline of their life and journey was the true goal. The Crusader was meant to find meaning in the quest itself.
My loutish companions have no curiosity about the Khazra. They're only interested in the bounty on their heads. But I am convinced the Khazra can be communicated with. It is dangerous, to be sure, but it is a risk I am willing to take.
Goatmen are so dart, I think I saw one holding his axe by the wrong end.
beasts! Let none... There's something coming, and I think it wants to hurt us.
The spirit's power. What is this? The door is closed. The spirits are at peace.
Now this is more like it.
Finally! This is interesting! I can't believe you did that!
Do you think an amazing woman like you and a fellow like me could ever become more than friends?
No.
You're missing out.
No, I am not.
I see.
Your evil undoes you.
The cultists were performing a strange ritual when I saw them today. One of their number stood soundlessly, while others thrust long spikes deep into his spine. He did not perish. And I believe that he may have even been darkly empowered from the implantation, though such terrible magic is foreign to me.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the Master at once.
She's unstoppable! No mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease!
Then die well. Lord Belial will reward your sacrifice.
She is here.
You cultists are a sickness. I will purge you.
Too right. Didn't even mention me.
Delay her while I prepare her demise in the depths below.
You will not escape us, Magda.
These dogs have it!
Our enemies are legion, but they will not take us without a fight. We must hold them here while the keys to the Holy Temple are hidden away from their leader, the fiend Nereza. Resolve must not falter, then we will surely die to the last man.
The spirits of dead warriors linger here.
We're cut off! They'll be upon us at any moment! Stand firm, brothers, and they will sing of our valor through the ages! The enemy is here, for glory! Skewer the Nephilim curse!
Stories of this stretch of woods, of a doomed battle fought long ago.
Power sleeps in the dead one. We can share it, yes? You will.